Hi, my name is David, and today I'm going to show you how to replace the valve gasket on a 2002 Nissan Sentra GXE. So as you can see here, I have oil seeping out of the valve cover. So this is obviously a gasket issue. The tools I'll need so far are a 10mm socket wrench and a Phillips screwdriver. So I'm going to start off by disassembling the top spark plugs by taking out the plastic clips like so. Take out each one. There we go. So the next steps involves taking out the four socket screws you have here. I use a 10mm wrench for this. Okay, after taking out those four screws, we proceed in taking out these plugs one by one. So 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's always a good idea to remember the placement of the original tube fitting. The socket screws you have here. I use a 10mm wrench for this. Okay, after taking out those four screws, we proceed in taking out these plugs one by one. So 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's always a good idea to remember the placement of the original tube fitting. And so the next step is remove any screws that's bolted to the valve cover. As there are here, here on the bottom, on the side, and also on the top, as you can see here. This one and this one. So after removing the screws, you want to remove any hoses like this one and this one here. Out, the screws are out and all the hoses are free. We can then proceed to take out the top valve cover as so. Sometimes you need a little wiggle room. There we go. Alright, so here, this is what the inside of the cover looks like. And this is the cover itself. So as we can see here, this is the piece that we're going to remove and install a new one. After taking the valve cover off, taking out the film piece by piece, it's kind of sticky, tacky. And okay. So we make sure we scrape off any gunk, leftover RTV silicone, like so. And then make sure we clean all the insides out so it's free of any other gunk or debris from the previous seal. After it's all clean and done, we get the new seal, which is here. Proceed to put it in. One thing about the Sentra is it has an extra gasket here. It's rectangular. If you order the set like I did from Pet Boys, they should give you a new one as well. As so. Okay.
You don't mind if I dirty this?
No, go for it. Yeah. Yeah. So here we're cleaning the engine itself. Some gunk in the engine. Jeez. Yeah, there's quite a bit of gunk. So this is how the engine block looks after being cleaned. As you see, the aluminum sides are all free of any debris, and also the gunk has been removed inside the engine. And from here, we put on the new seal, so you can see it's on there snug, like so. Corner here. Now next step is just to put on the engine block again. Okay. So here we have applied the RTV silicone all around, making sure to loop around any screw holes, as you can see here. And finally, the next step is to put on the valve cover. Alright. So after the screws have been tightly secured on, the next step is to replace these to their correct spots. One, two, three, finally 4. Connect on these wires. Like so. Make sure the holes are aligned. And then we bolt on these original bolts here. There we go. This one on here. This one here. This one here. And this one here. And okay, just use a ratchet to tighten them and you're done.